everybody and anyone else that might be watching that's involved with this, because I know you will be. And that is a guaranteed. Just to make sure that I don't mention any names or else I get a bullet to my head by the end of the night. I am Christopher Wood. I am 53 years old and I am a police 6-year revenge retaliation, sex slave, human traffic, full physical identity theft victim of police, doctors, junkies, and others. Serious brain injury, serious skull deforming, full fucking identity theft and change done to me, lung and kidney damages done, kidnapping, sex assaults, false arrest, arrest refusals, extortion, made homeless, blood and piss forcing, putting illegal prisoner tracking into me, having me medically blacklisted to prevent me help, to prevent me proof, to assure police get away with all crimes against me. I am a 6-year revenge retaliation victim of Ontario provincial police and cops and others. Ex-chief or commander, before he left Napanee, drove a white Jeep Wrangler, and I know somebody who's drove a white Jeep Wrangler, had me shot on the corner of Bridge and Center Street in Napanee, Ontario, August 6, 2019, approximately 3 p.m. in the afternoon. He went by, he waved at me, I waved back. When I waved back, a black truck pulled up beside him, and they pointed and shot something. After that happened, I started whatever was shot into my it went into my I was shot with something and it went into my right ear. After that happened, it started to get movement. It started to move through my head. I started to get burning. I was getting electric shocking. My skull was split. My brain was being seriously injured. Lies about suicidal self-harm, lies about drugs, lies about criminal record and history, lies about psychological record and history. I spoke police crimes, and that's the only thing I did to become a victim. There is police. There is very seriously dangerous people who are guilty of murders, attempted murders, lies, time buying, cover-ups, once again, extortion, arrest refusals, threats of beatings, threats of stabbings, forcible confinement, animal abuses, animal tortures and deaths, elderly tortures and deaths, bank thefts and frauds, drug trafficking, rapes, drug lacing, trafficking, murders, sex assaults, and it's all being done in Napanee. It's all being done through police and others, and not just in Napanee. There is others that are involved too, besides OPP. Ex-chief or commander year, once again, he is guilty of first-degree premeditated attempted murder with intent to commit. Staff Sergeant years 2019-2021, kidnapping, sodomy, sex assault. Shannon Cork, Robert Lucas, he once told me he could fuck me, could kill me, could get away with it. Money Badge Family Town Council. He was a 100% right. Dave Weiss, Constable Ward. Stacy, a blonde-haired, heavy-set mental health worker, was Daily Tea Company, now Kingston AMHS, and I had no association with any mental health or AMHS or any other shrinks or any other bullshit psych services. And then there's Shelley Huffner, had me kidnapped May 27, 2021, 24 hours after me asking for help from the police. Spencer Mills, 14716, and Ontario Provincial Police Drug Cop Robert Kane, 7224. If I mention any others, I'm as good as dead by the end of the night. Or on the street. When people disappear, families are murdered and missing, regardless of race or anybody else. It's police crimes. The ones that are causing homelessness is the police. The ones that are causing the drug epidemic, it's the police. The ones that are causing more murders than anyone in Ontario, Canada, it is the police. The ones that are guilty of more cover-ups is the police and their criminal doctors. You have more of a higher chance of being a human sex slavery trafficking victim of police than you do anybody else. You have a higher chance of being a murder victim from police than you do anyone else. You have a higher chance of being a beating victim by the police than anyone else. You have a higher chance of becoming homeless. They are the ones that you have a higher chance if you speak police crimes or anything else that has to do with police, you can expect to become homeless, and that's a guarantee. They've done it to me. People that need to be arrested, but unfortunately I do not have $22,000. But come Monday, I am looking for a ride to Belleville, Ontario, to the Superior Court, where I can start the proceedings of lawsuits and filing charges against police and others for very serious provable crimes I have been through. So I am more than willing to go to the court office, to the Superior Court, and I am more than willing to start the paperwork to file charges and lawsuits against certain people. This is Speedhead sex slavery trafficker, once again, Tony Hearns. He is guilty of first-degree premeditated attempted murder with intent to commit. He is my cousin's boyfriend. He thinks I am a wolf. He is guilty of blinding me in my right eye, attempted paralyzing me, and he is guilty of brain injuring me, all 100% provable, and he is guilty of attempted murder with intent to commit. Tony Anthony Axel Rose Hearns. He lives on the corner of Bridge and Adelphi in Napanee, Ontario. If you are a human trafficker, a sex slavery trafficker, if you are associated with the police in any way, shape, or form, congratulations, because you just now have full 100% immunity and are protected for all crimes that you commit. And your victims have no choice or chances to get help. This is Jason Van Alstyne. He is guilty of first-degree identity theft, attempted murder, stalking. He sells laced fentanyl. He is guilty of attempted murder on me with the intent to commit identity, disability, and insurance fraud. He is a crackhead. He is guilty of a murder for the police, of course, in 2021, an overdose homicide that was actually posted online of this person laying face down, dead. He sells laced fentanyl for Robert Kane between Napanee and Kingston, especially at the hub, through the homeless people and addicts, committing his overdose murders because it's easier to commit and cover up for them. And that's a fact. Here's another picture of him. He's now officially a fucking serial killer for Ontario provincial police. And one way or another, the piece of shit will be arrested. I don't care whatever it takes, however long it takes, he will be arrested. Along with Tyler T. Bag Lake. He is guilty of torturing and killing my dog. He is guilty of first-degree attempted murder on me. And once again, I know this is being blocked out by the ones that are using Pegasus on my computer and on my phone. They are very heavily equipped with police technology and are using it on me, on my phone as well, hacking everything, shadow banning and blocking it out, to block my camera, to block my microphone, to hack my computer, to assure I'm not saying anything against anyone that they deem I shouldn't be for crimes that they're guilty of. The top two people, the guy with the beard and the other one, that's Bill Woldridge, and he goes by Bill Woldridge. He also goes by Robert Cross, James Bubbles, Stephen Maven. And the other one is Blair Hardy. They're guilty of torturing, stalking, and killing my mother December 20th, 2020 for OPP. And he is also a supervisor, OPP supervisor. This is why there's so many criminal cops involved protecting his ass, more than willing to help people more than willing to help him cover up his crimes, including fucking criminal doctors. And I can 100% prove my words. Luckily, I'm under a gag order of death threats, and if I speak anybody else, then my family, my nephew, and my brother become the next murder victims. My nephew is actually native too. And so, yes, it will be a 100% hate crime. It already is. Especially because he has nothing to do with nothing. And the ones that are doing this to me are actually associated with his dad. They go there to fucking smoke drugs with the low life. They go there to smoke crack and the other garbage that they're all into and hang out with him. And they're threatening me. They're threatening my nephew through me, his son. Because of who he is and where he lives. And it would be easier to do and cover up or an attempt to. And once again, no, I'm not saying by whom. There's already been enough statistics. Enough people have already lost lives due to cops and others, and there don't need to be anybody else. I am also the end of my bloodline too, so this is a bloodline ending murder. Unfortunately, yes, I can prove my words, but unfortunately, I do not have that right. I do not have any medical rights in Ontario when you are a victim of the police. Forget about it. You might as well just help them dig your grave, because that's exactly what will happen. They have no care or concern for life in any way, shape, or form. And I really, truly hate to say that, but they have proven it. And the more you try to get arresting and charges, the more they will have to have others threaten you for them and for whomever else. They have more than proven. They have a lot of people that are working with them for them, and they have proven they have a lot of people that are more than willing to help them commit their crimes and cover them up. So it is very organized, and it is very seriously dangerous, especially because it involves children, it involves adults, middle-aged men and women, elderly, and animal deaths. stalking, tortures, brain injuring, identity thefts and frauds, framings, putting illegal prisoner tracking into people, sex assaults, of course, sex slavery, trafficking. I've been bought, sold, and traded so many fucking times over the course of 6 years, I can't even count by how many people have owned me. And that's a fact. I am a fucking owned commodity from the police. And that is a fucking fact. The unfortunate thing is, there's nothing anybody can do. I have no rights, no medical, no legal, no human rights. All police within Canada are officially above all charter laws. They're above all homicide laws. They are above all sex assault laws. They are above all sex slavery laws. They are above all pedophile laws. And that's a fact. And they've already proven just what they will do to get away with the crimes that they are guilty of. Every single one of them and their accomplices. The lies, the time-buying, the cover-ups, and more has been done. And Jason Van Alstyne, I am going to see you in your grave, and that is no threat. No threat. You are guilty of attempted murder on me. You are fucking with my life. You are fucking with my bloodline. And I can 100% prove each and every person's name guilt. I can 100% prove their guilt. It's just too bad I don't have the $22,000 to make anything legal happen. But then again, I don't trust the fucking cops anyway. Not around here. If they need to be arrested, but it shouldn't be through OPP. It should be by somebody else. But there will end up being cops that are going to lose their jobs. They will lose their career. They will lose their pensions. And they are going to lose a lot of money through lawsuits. And then they're going to lose their freedom, which they rightfully deserve to have taken from them for the rest of their natural life. And I'm going to make it happen because, yes, I can prove the crimes against me. It's just a matter of getting a lawyer and hoping that there's no more obstructions that's been taking place because, yes, I can even 100% prove the police obstructions that's been done to try to prevent arrest and charging and the threats and everything else done to me to prevent anything on police in any way, shape, or form. So, yeah, I can prove my words. Life does not matter around here. If you are poor, if you are homeless, if you are elderly, you are a commodity. Your life means nothing. And I have proven it, especially to the fucking doctors that the cops have to cover up their crimes. Blaming me for very serious deforming, blaming me for other very serious things to me that I could not possibly do to myself in any way, shape, or form, including fully physically changing my fucking identity to look like a fucking homosexual sex offender. Why the hell would I want to do that? AOPP? And the criminal fucking doctors that accused me of doing it to myself? I would advise, if you've been around any police too, if you've been threatened, if you've been a sex assault victim in any way, shape, or form, do not go to Lennox and Addington County General Hospital either, because they'll make it worse. They'll laugh in your face, and then they'll try to have you committed for having it happen. They've done it to me because I'm a man, because it was done through a cop. All obstruction to help him get away with it. The same with the Justice of the Peace is guilty of helping him obstruct and get out of it too. She's guilty of threats, accusations, accusing me of being high on marijuana and hallucinating, being sodomized. all done in an attempt to threaten me, all done in an attempt to intimidate me, all done in an attempt to obstruct, to prevent any charges on him for his sex assault. Well, she looked like she was high on cocaine. Her eyes were glossed over like she just railed a line of cocaine and stunk of whiskey. Literally reeked of whiskey alcohol at 9:30 in the morning. Obviously, no matter what you can prove, if you're a victim of police, you might as well buy a body bag because you'll have no chance in any way, shape, or form of saving your life. And once again, I can prove it. And once again, because I am under forcible confinements and threats of beating and threats of being shot, as well as other family members now, if I speak of anybody else involved in crimes. So if anything more happens to me, it will be police involved 100% and their accomplices. And that will be done to shut me up more. And I hate to say that about police, I really truly do, but they've proven. I hope you're happy with what you've done to me. You're making me look like a fucking inbred piece of shit criminal, low life, fucking crackhead, meth head piece of shit. How many others have you done this to the police? How many people have you actually committed this on and gotten away with it? How many true victims do you really have? How many sex slave victims do you truly have? How many people have you truly bought and sold lives and identities, young and old? How many graves have you actually how many graves have you actually had dug and then people thrown in them that haven't been found yet? Okay. How many graves have you actually dug and hid bodies in that haven't been found yet? Because there probably has been quite a few, and it's truly sad to say that. I want cops charged for murder and attempted murder, and it's going to get done. Seeing as nobody else that's associated with them, including their doctors, can have it happen. So the cops are guilty for everything that has happened to me and all of their accomplices. Be safe, everybody. They murdered my mother, my dogs. I spoke police crimes, a lot of lies, a lot of time buying, a lot of serious damage and cover ups. And they have a lot of people more than willing to commit murders also with them for them and cover it up.